Right, this is it. So you can put your bags and coats down over here. Welcome to the Cambridge Creativity Commons. I see a couple faces that I recognize, so it's great to see you again.
The Cambridge Creativity Commons, located in the studio of artist Dorothy Arnold, is where children come and create works of art that are interdisciplinary, that link to their curriculum.
What are we doing here today? What do you think?
Making our journal covers.
You're making your journal covers for your journals, correct?
It's different than an art class. First of all, they are in a studio filled with art, and much like going to a museum where the art becomes the catalyst for creating, the children walk in and see Dorothy Arnold's work, and that inspires them to create on a different level.
So now I want you to look around at Daffy's figures, okay? And I'd like you to choose one pose, and on the count of 3, I want you to strike that pose. 1, 2, 3. My role in this is to work with them in their classrooms, in the space, so that the projects that are done here at the Creativity Commons in the studio don't end here. We do pre and post activities, so it becomes a more in-depth, well-rounded process that will continue beyond the school year, beyond the classroom.
This is a place where children can come to develop their own creative voice. They are discovering themselves here.
Is that representing?
I'm hungry. That's the food inside my belly.
And the idea that we were moving into this innovation agenda, which gave opportunities for students in 6th through 8th grades to really imagine and work differently in bigger, bolder, and even more creative ways than they do in their traditional setting in the schools.
What element relates to yourself in this piece? What is this? Can you tell me your story here?
This kind of like represents me because I like playing basketball, and this is like an alien playing basketball in outer space.
In this era of educational standardization, we've forgotten imagination and play. And I love the idea of kids coming to a space where art is represented in so many ways and just getting to exercise the parts of their brains. And I feel like being in an art studio brings to the forefront the idea that art is real.
And when I see Daffy and the students interact, I think the students get a sense that they too can be artists.
My guess is that not necessarily every town and village in the United States has an art studio, but my guess is there are magical people and magical spaces in any community. You just got to know it's legitimate to look for them, and more importantly, it's legitimate to ask them will they join in the process of opening our eyes.